Dr. Padmakshi, I have a question for you on, you have been a person who's come out of the COVID, and you are a doctor yourself who has helped so many patients to come out psychologically out of this. So what is that difference you would see? Are you able to, were you able to use your knowledge as a doctor when it came to personal self? How was that experience?
You'll be surprised the kind of reaction I had when I saw my report when I was in the emergency medicine ward when I was admitted, because the whole night I had actually suffered because I could not sleep at all. So my husband took me to the hospital and he said, "We'll see what will happen." So the report comes and the doctor tells me, "Hey, listen, you're positive." I'm like, "Really? Okay." And I know that very well. So because my doctor friends were actually even trying to pull my leg cell, the pathologist said, "Listen, this time you're COVID positive." I'm like, "Really? Me? Why me?" So this stage of anything, I told you, we had read it. There are 5 stages of death, or there are 5 stages in fear, all those things. In that first stage anybody faces, they'll always ask the question, "Why me?" The same thing was to me also. And when I'm a psychologist, I am a doctor, I tell the whole world, "Hey man, chill." It is not easy to chill. That's when I realized telling chill and actually chilling is not at all easy. So my husband was standing right next to me and he says, "Hey, listen. So now you can tell the world you are positive too. So you have seen positivity in a lot of things. So now you have got an opportunity to say, I'm COVID positive too." But to everything said and done, the first reaction was like, "Oh, me. Why me? Why me?" And the next one was like, "Me? No. How come it be possible? I've not at all gone outside. I've not met people." And these were all the things. Even I used to get calls and people told these things to me. "Doc, I did not go outside only. Only once I went outside. How can I get it?" So the exact same thing happened to me also. So I'd only heard it probably when I was positive end of Jan and beginning of February. Before that, it was only hearing. That day I was actually feeling. I'm like, "Really? Why do people behave like this? Oh, come on, yeah. They can actually stop not behave like that." That was my attitude. Honestly, I'm telling you these my feelings. Not many, tell it. I'm telling you, it's easy to tell anybody, "Come on, take a prick." As a doctor myself, when I tell my patients, "Don't worry, I'm not going to prick you because I cannot take it myself." So basically, when I saw that, then I actually sat there for 10 minutes thinking. I even told her, "Look, you must have exchanged the reports. This normal people also do." So I told her, "Listen, you must have sent it to the other lab or probably send it to somebody else. Go for a second opinion." All these things patients tell me. As a doctor, I've heard it. But when it was me there sitting in the hospital emergency room waiting for the reports, when I see it on my mobile phone, it's like, "Me? No, not me. Why me?" and all that steps. This happens. Something ma'am will agree with me. This everybody says. An example, if somebody tells you, you go and tell a patient, you have diabetes. Okay, probably I'm telling that also because I'm diabetic too. This happened then also. So when I see the diabetic report, I'm like, no, it could not be mine. Same thing happened this time also. So that denial, there's called stage of denial, stage 1. I actually underwent that stage of denial. And then to accept yourself, there is always denial. We all deny. Even if you tell somebody, it's simple matter of fact. If I tell you, "Sukruti, you have a great smile," you'll first immediately say, "Oh, me, no. You'll not immediately say thank you." So even accepting a compliment, accepting positivity also, we still have stages of denial. Probably I understood it this way. If somebody's going to tell me, "It's a beautiful sari," probably I look down and say, "Oh, no. I just I didn't get anything I chose to wear it." We're all like that. Probably even in negative situations too, when it's always in negative situations, probably in positive situations too, we don't accept it that way. And then next comes the stage of acceptance. I actually took a long time to accept it. Oh, COVID. Because when people get their COVID reports, they're actually at home. When I got my COVID report, I'm already in the hospital, just waiting there what to do. And not in an OPD center also, in a full-fledged hospital. So then this concept of what next arises. So for me, I am a doctor. I know I don't have any symptoms. I know everything. We all know everything. But in spite of knowing everything, we don't practice it in our lives. Here, the problem in the whole world is not the lack of knowledge. The problem in the whole world is not, executing in our lives. When I was like, what next? My friend, the doctor who was treating me is my husband's teacher, and that she knows me also very very well. She just says, Padma, come on, now you have a break for life. I like, excuse me, I don't want such breaks. Even patients also actually told me the same thing when I said, listen, now you have COVID, you can actually stay at home, spend time, you have time for isolation, you can learn a lot of things. I was actually looking at myself and my mobile phone saying, oh my God, I have to stay in a hospital. I cannot probably accept it. I did not have very severe symptoms, but I did have mild symptoms. I had more abdominal discomfort. That was a major problem. So that's when then people, the concept of accepting the reality comes. When I knew that now the family has left me and gone, I have no other choice other than accepting the reality and staying. That's where that whole stages of what we say acceptance or whole stages of realities. I actually underwent whatever was actually described in the textbook. So then there is later a stage called grief. You start crying. Oh, no, 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 I shouldn't have got it. The worst thing is lack of it is. I also mentioned knowledge. It's not that nobody has or everybody has it, but there are people so well educated. I want to put it in quotes. They told words like, it's all because of your karma. See, your previous janma karma. I don't know in this janma what karma you did. You got COVID. Trust me, this I also got it. Patients told this to me, ma'am. Somebody told me because of my karma, I'm positive. It seems. People told me also this. I'm like, oh God, what was my karma? The self-reflection also happens when this final stages of life, people start self-reflection. Even I started my whole entire life. Whom did I hurt? It started from that. So because it's that whole process, I'm alone. Nobody is there with me. I'm in a hospital room doing nothing. This is what textbook also said. That whole thing comes in front of your eyes. That happened to me also. Finally, is like, okay, accept it, and I know what it is. I understand it and I undergo it. That's all. So that happened with me too. I would like to tell all this I am to all the people watching. Next time anything negative happens to you in your life, negative in terms of any disorder, any COVID, anything, please trust yourself than anybody else in the world. Because they will even go to the extent of telling you, you did karma, or probably it was your forefathers' karma, and to an extent that, you're not even fit to survive under the sun. All these things was told to a strong person like me, even that I was also shaken by completely. I'm like, 2 days, I don't know what to do. Oh my God, I'm going to be in the hospital. I've always been with people and all that stuff. That's when one sentence of my daughter, which actually gave me complete positivity. Nobody else trusted me. It was my daughter who gave me a video call. She had gone to school, and from school she said she wants to talk to me. She calls from there in her break time, and she says, she told it in Kannada. I'll translate it. The essence might not be the same, but still. She says, listen, you have seen positivity. You told positivity to the whole world. Now you're COVID positive too. Probably God has given you a chance to understand yourself, and this time you'll be more realistic in telling. So please understand that and feel it and enjoy it, and don't think about anything else. So that's when I told myself, yes, when my child is in 8th standard then, she was in 8th standard then, and an 8th standard child can tell me, fine, undergo this. And she said one more thing, when there is pain, I used to always tell her, when there is pain, we need to undergo pain completely. But what do? We don't even undergo that also completely. So undergo this pain completely, feel it fully. That's when you can come out with much more authentic feelings, and you can actually tell the world more better. So probably if I'm telling Sukruti through VTV, it is exactly what I felt. It is not a textbook knowledge. So thanks to COVID, probably COVID taught me a lot of things, even this too. This is a time when I actually realized who your friends are and who will come for you, who will not come for you. I was telling it to people. I saw it myself. So, ma'am, I'm sure Sumita ma'am will agree with me, or I don't know.
A few things, I tend to take it a little differently. I've seen those stages of denial and grief and all that. But what I really feel is, you have to train your mind to go through all of them in a more resilient manner. And what I teach my clients is that, denial is there, denial is there, but how long do you stay with the denial is important. How long do you stay with the grief is important. If as a individual you can be more resilient in that moment when you are undergoing that denial, or you are actually absorbing that or accepting that, you can move faster through that cycle. So I always teach my clients that, whenever something happens, whether it is good or bad, the first thought that should come to you is good. Good, this happened, and then find the good in it, because everything that is happening is not happening without God's will. Everything is synchronous, is what I believe, universally synchronous. So whatever is happening is for the good of all of us. So first say good and find the good in it. Instead of asking why me, look for the good. So you can move through this stage very quickly. You can move through the stage of denial and acceptance very, very quickly. I'm working with widows of COVID, and we teach them this. So if they have gone through the death of a loved one, even there is something for them to learn, to be acknowledge and accept it gracefully than deny that this has happened to me.